I read 7 books last week, so let's talk about them. Finished up the Mistborn trilogy. I read the 3rd book. I listened to the graphic audio also. It was so amazing, so great. I cannot wait to continue my Cosmere Universe journey. I did spoil the ending a little bit beforehand, so I knew who was going to die, but it was still really sad. The biggest disappointments was Good Spirits. Now, let me say, this was cute. This was semi-Christmas. The MMC is like the Ghost of Christmas Past. My biggest issue maybe is the FMC. I felt she was just very whiny, very annoying. And I felt she was like a little childish because her biggest insecurity is kind of being like a people pleaser, which I get, I understand that. But one of the memories that she goes back into the past for is seeing how she was so like upset over being rejected by a boy in high school that he didn't want to kiss her. And I get that's embarrassing in the moment, but like you're what, 25 now? Like you probably shouldn't be super traumatized by that. Maybe I'm just a hypocrite when it comes to contemporary romance books. And I listened to and also read Love Mom. This is a thriller when FMC receives letters from her dead mom and she has to like uncover her past. And I would recommend it if you just need something like quick and easy to read. And then I ended the week with 4 arcs that I needed to read. I had an arc for The Lost Land and The New Reign. This is part of the Mad King and the False Queen series. This is such a great ending to such a great YA fantasy trilogy. It is so underrated. This needs so much more hype. It has chronic illness representation, and it also has a dog companion, which is so cute. It's completed, so if you want to read a completed trilogy, I highly recommend this trilogy. And then I read An Arcane Inheritance, which comes out December 30th. I did not like this as much as I thought I would like. It is dark academia fantasy. It sort of gives me like a little bit of Inception vibes, but I think my biggest issue stems from the ending. There were just so many like unanswered questions, or I was just very confused by the ending. And it is just a standalone. And I listened to Storm by Rachel Hawkins. I've read a few of her other thrillers and have enjoyed them, and this one was okay. I wouldn't say I absolutely loved it, but it did keep me interested for most of the story. And the last arc I read was A War of Wyverns. This is the 2nd book to A Language of Dragons, and obviously clearly stated by the title, this focused more on wyvern culture than dragons. And I really enjoyed it. It was, I would say, a little bit slower maybe than the first one, dealing with more politics and like war. I did read a sampler of Finley Donovan Crosses the Line. They gave out a sampler of chapters 1 through 12. I'm very excited to continue on with Finley Donovan when it comes out, I believe in March. I love all the shenanigans that she gets up to. She's always so funny. That's everything I read last week. Let me know if we have read any of the same.